everyone. I have a special message for those of you out there, women especially, who are seasoned professionals, who are consultants, who are creatives, who are service-based entrepreneurs. You struck out on your own and you know that you need to be more visible in order to get the clients that you want, in order to land the opportunities that you really desire. But you're feeling kind of stuck. You're grappling with career inertia, especially if you used to be an employee and you're newly into your own thing, or you have been in your own thing for a while and it's not going that well. I have been there. This is 7 years that I have been a consultant and have been a sole proprietor of Diane N. Squires Consulting. When I first became a self-employed person, because I had just walked away from my job as the head of marketing at a telecommunications company. And I knew that, one, I wanted more autonomy over my time. I wanted to have a lot more freedom in terms of the decisions that I made and the opportunities that I took up. And I also wanted to get a little bit more into my creative space. After all, I had been a dancer and a choreographer. And sometimes there can be a little bit of a restriction in terms of the creativity that you can exercise when you're working within someone else's employ. So I knew at the time, I had been a head of marketing. I knew visibility and attention was going to be important, but I knew that it was going to be important in the right spaces. And that's why I had started to write a blog on some of my favorite Barbadian brands, just kind of picking apart why I thought they were valuable, why I thought they were valuable to their consumer base, and why they were important to the economy. And then that led into a podcast. And those two things generated opportunities for me that I probably couldn't have imagined. If I had just reached out by a cold call, I probably wouldn't have gotten those opportunities. But the point is that doing that made me visible to the right people in the right ways. And so this is especially for those of you, as I said, who are in that kind of career inertia transition. You know that you need to be more visible in the right spaces to the right people to bring your thoughts or thought leadership or your expertise to light, but you feel stuck. Since I have been there and since I have transitioned several times over the course of the last 25 years, and since I do have the communication skills and the messaging skills and the skills, the strategic skills, really, I want to share those with you. That's through my Rooted and Ready Clarity and Visibility program. So let's say I designed this for someone like me back then and someone like me trying to really work through this thing we call entrepreneurship, being your own best advocate, being your own biggest believer. What does it do? First of all, we look at those barriers to clarity. Now, remember that my basis is communication. So we always look at what are the barriers to communication? What's going to stop you from getting to where you want to be? Or what is going to stop people from receiving the messages that you're going to give? So we look at your barriers to both having the mental clarity and to becoming more visible. And then we look to address those barriers. Yes, it is developing your messaging pillars, the things that you truly believe in, where your expertise really, really lies, and bringing those things to light. Now, when we talk about visibility, I know most of you are going to default to what you do online and on social media, but that's not the only place where you need to be visible. And for some of us, it might not be the best place. It may be a good place to reinforce, but we're talking online and offline. Extremely important for you to either be in the right spaces physically as well as digitally. And that's going to depend on who you are, on what business you're in, and what are the kinds of thought areas and areas of expertise that you have. Now, the program runs for 3 months. And why is this? Because I know from personal experience, we backpedal. We start out good. We start out with lots of energy and we really want to get it done. And then the self doubt comes in, the what other people think comes in, the way that you're judging yourself comes in, how you look at others and what they're doing, and should you be doing that instead, that comes in. You lose focus. And that's why we do it over 3 months, because there is some degree of hand holding that you will need. So I'm saying this because I have skills to offer that can help, and I really would love to help. So if you are interested in learning more about the Rooted and Ready Clarity and Visibility Program, please do email me at dianeNsquires@dianeNsquires.com. You can also hit me up on dianeNsquires.com and just leave a message in the contact us on the contact us page. But if you need that help, I can offer it, and I would really love to connect with you. All right. So I think that is it for the vlog overall. I will see you all next week, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead.